Okay, shalom, shalom. Kwame Sha'ala Kolim La Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rekahakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and that by the Spirit taught us this beautiful truth, and just want to take the water to the Akim and Akwaf that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai to the best of their ability. This is Yachanan Awach. Just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. Now, if you've heard about this article, it's about 40 sources or so on this article where F-15 got shot down over Iran, right? They found one of the pilots. I guess they ejected, you know what I'm saying? But now they have a bounty out for this other pilot that hasn't been found yet. And hey, you know that boy gotta be fucking scared as shit. But anyway, let's get into a little bit of the article. Grab a couple of scriptures. Just warning the flock where we're at. We're praying that this thing go ahead and escalate. They can go ahead and get right, directly into this third world's war, which is World War III. Okay, but it says Iran launched a hunt for the U.S. crew whose jet, Iranian media said, had been shot down by the Islamic Republic Air Defense Systems Friday, deploying troops and offering a bounty. U.S. media reported U.S. Special Forces had rescued one of the two crew members, and a local official television station in that province aired footage of what it said was a wreckage of the downed plane. U.S. Central Command, CENTCOM, responsible for military operations in the Middle East, did not immediately respond to the first such report in the war engulfing the region. The New York Times quoted U.S. and Israeli officials confirming Iranian claims to have shot down the fighter jet. The Wall Street Journal, Axios, and Reuters all reported that a search and rescue operation was underway by U.S. forces, with CBS later confirming that one of the two pilots were rescued by special forces. Okay, so they're saying it was unclear if it was an F-35 or F-15, but I think this is like the third one so far. I think the F-35s are a little bit more expensive than the F-15s, but it's like three different versions of that F-15. It says the prospects of U.S. pilots being alive on the run inside Iran during an ongoing conflict greatly raises the stakes for the United States in this conflict. Iranian officials called on civilians to be on the lookout for survivors. And why wouldn't they not be? Imagine that happened over the Iranian plane was shot down over America. All these fucking Americans, they're going to be looking for them. And then there's a bounty too. You get a reward too. Come on, bro. Okay, it says, Iran's Mizan news agency said that C-130 aircraft and 4 Black Hawk helicopters were looking for the pilot of a downed U.S. aircraft within Iran, and that Iranian forces are attempting to combat them. They're going to fuck them up too. It says, dear and honorable people of the province, I'm not going to even try and pronounce these names. If you capture the enemy pilot or pilots alive and hand them over to the police and military forces, you will receive a valuable reward and bonus, said an Iranian television reporter on the official local channel. The governor of Iran's province said whomever captured or killed the crew would be specially commended, according to the semi-official Iranian news agency. According to a Western fighter pilot, in the event of ejection over hostile territory, the first thing to do is to hide and to try to signal your position to your comrades. Okay, well, that's going to be a little hard to do, especially if you're in military fatigues. You don't look like the people of the region, especially if it's a so-called white man. They're going to know immediately. If it's a so-called black man, you stupid enough to have joined this man military, your ass is doofy as hell, and you deserve to get caught up. But you're going to stick out like a sore thumb either way. Because first off, Esau don't have no beards. You see? Esau don't grow no beards. As a matter of fact, Pete Hegseth, the Department of War, he talked about the beards. He don't want you to have no beard, being in the so-called white man's military. Well, okay, at least if you had a beard and you had darker color hair, you wasn't just some blonde, so-called blonde, blue-haired white guy You could probably, blend in if you were to get a change of clothes. But here you go, you a naked faced white man or a naked faced Jake. They're gonna know immediately who you are. You're gonna stick out like a sore thumb. The scripture says to have a beard. You got the Department of War, Pete Hegseth, quoting Bible scriptures, not knowing that King David had a beard. That was a custom. That's a part of our law of having beards. He didn't even want to greet so-called black men recently that had beard. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even want to greet soldiers that even had a smidgen of a 5 o'clock shadow on their face. So how are you going to blend in over there? How are you going to try? So, this guy is scared shitless, bro. And the Lord, he brings some fears upon you, man. Then I'm not sure what the hour is over there right now, but darkness hit. You don't have no food. You don't have no water. Because they not flying around with food and water in the damn plane. They is expecting to fly over, do their little route, and fly the fuck back to wherever it is. And then you got these doofies over there staying in hotels. They was talking about that. Matter of fact, I want to try and find that. Because the military bases have been fucked up. Then got fucked up over there from Iran tearing their shit up. That your military servicemen got to stay in hotels. And that's against the law. Because you bring, of course, more heat. You make the block hot. You got civilians that's in the city, civilians that's in the hotel, and here you go, you grouped up in there. How are you able to get to your weapons and stuff? You supposed to be on base where you able to just get down when it's time to get down. You stand in hotels. So this is not a well thought through thing, man. But Esau, let me get this one scripture in the Proverbs. Esau is prideful as hell. He thought that he could roll off in there and pull that Venezuela shit, and it didn't work. Here you go, you talking about, oh yeah, we're gonna be over there for a week, 2 weeks. No, motherfucker, you going in on and this shit gonna carry on. Trump made that speech the other night. This shit is not gonna stop. It's not gonna stop. You people's gas is gonna go through the roof. They're gonna let you enjoy this little book, because these people don't give a fuck. You still gonna go and drive to your Easter egg hunts. You still gonna go and drive to church for Easter Sunday, and you're gonna pray for this place. And in the name of idolatrous sweet white baby Jesus is not gonna help you. This place is through. Proverbs 16:18. Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. And that is Esau Edom, man. You so-called white people are prideful as fuck. Proverbs 11:2. When pride cometh, then cometh shame. Because America's looking stupid right now. And that's the reason why Trump, he don't want to get, he know that they're losing. He know that what he's doing is fucking up the world. He know that what they're doing is fucking up the economy. But he can't stop because of that ego he got. He can't say, okay, I fucked up. I lost. That's what pride is. See? But it says, when pride, Proverbs 11:2 again, when pride cometh, then cometh shame, but with the lowly is wisdom. These people are not lowly. They're not humble. That's the reason why when they fall, you got that braggadocious person, he just bragging. Look out, nobody can fuck with me, nobody can put, and then he get his ass knocked out. Everybody is ha ha ha, It's like the notorious movie of the hood, Friday, when Debo got his ass knocked out. Everybody wanted a lick on that guy, man. Proverbs 17:19. He loveth transgression that loveth strife. That's Esau. Esau loves strife, man. He that exalteth his gate seeketh destruction. You always constantly exalting yourself. We have the best military in the world. No one can fuck with us. Proverbs 18:12. Before destruction, the heart of man is haughty. See? And before honor is humility. Yeah, Esau, man, is prideful as shit. Proverbs 29:23. A man's pride shall bring him low. But honor shall uphold the humble in spirit. This is why we always explain, do what the scripture says, man. Be humble. Pray for humbleness. Pray for that spirit of being humble, man. It don't mean, you just, walking around with your damn head down and letting people kick your ass and fuck with you and stuff like that. You have to know that, okay, this is not by my might that I'm doing anything. You got to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. Yeah, this is going into Esther with Haman. Wicked ass with his pride. He got knocked down and knocked off. But there's plenty more scriptures on that. But let's hear. Well, that's pretty much what it is, man. They got these they got bounties out, man. To fight these guys. Okay, so let's see what they're saying. Pilots wear a combat vest containing a radio, GPS coded beacon to transmit their position and communicate with search teams. Using a system of codes, words for signaling, the pilot told AFP on condition of anonymity. The vest is also equipped with water. Okay, so they do have some water, vitamin bars, a first aid kit, and a pistol. Pilots are trained to fend for themselves in the wilderness while evading enemy soldiers after ejection. All right, well, you better hope it works for you. And that's it on that, right? I got it from I'm in this Perplexity app right now, but as you can see, it's 36 sources on this. There's plenty of news stations that's covering this. Now that was new Arab, but they have it on Wall Street Journal, Newsweek. What is that? The Vitinus. I'm not even sure about that one. That's but this is why, hey, these alternative news stations is great to have. You got the New York Times, you got United 24 Media, Euro-Asia Times, touching on it. Again, though, but you should be able to go off in here and Straits Times, okay, yeah, all right. So yeah. You can go to actually CENTCOM. We try and get some alternative news though, because Esau be on some bullshit. Al Jazeera, Al Monitor. So who knows, man? They might find this guy, but then again, they might not. Hey, you could see these damn Persians, man, post his ass on the news, because there was another they had I'm not sure if it was AI or whatever the case, and it may have been, may not have been, but they had a photo. I don't know, it looked like about 40, 50 motherfuckers, but supposedly these were captured American soldiers, man, because Esau, he not gonna tell you, he not gonna give you the rundown on everything that's going down. Now, matter of fact, though, let me see if I can find this article on. Let's do this. Let's just say, are American soldiers stand in hotels, which is stupid as hell, you ask me. I don't even know, You're not on the base. You don't have, and then you have countries that are allies with America that are not allowing them to use their airspace, not allowing them to use the bases that they would normally use, because they don't want them to do it this war. And then also because of that pride of Esau, these Babylonians, where they've been talking all kinds of shit about their European allies. So it's really Edomite against Edomite. The scriptures talks about how a nation divided cannot stand, because those Europeans, calling themselves Europeans, they're really Edomites. These Americans, they're really Edomites. You got all these Russians, they're Edomites. Ukrainians, those are Edomites. You got all that infighting amongst them as a nation. And the scripture says that a nation divided cannot stand. A house divided cannot stand. So with all that infighting, it's just it's all broken up, man. Let's see. I should have put the area. Yep, it says, yes. Some U.S. troops in the region have reportedly been moved to hotels and office buildings after attacks on bases, according to recent reports. The reporting says this is mainly a relocation for safety and operational reasons. Not that all American soldiers are staying in hotels. Well, yeah, you making the spot hot. I wouldn't even you making the spot hot. But I guess, and see that's Esau too, with that discord among brethren, because all the places that Iran is striking, they're all a part of, the Muslim, majority of it is Muslims. But you let these so-called white Christians come in there and build bases and shit in your shit, when y'all should be all together, one accord against these so-called white people, because they're your enemies. These people are not your friends. Look at all the discord. Look at all the corruption. Look at all the shit they got going on in your country. In the meanwhile, America, other than going, the gas prices going up, food going, shit is happening. Don't get me wrong, but America's not getting struck by no damn missiles. I mean, ultimately, it's going to, but America promised you these promises of protecting you, over there just sucking up all the damn oil and doing all the bullshit they doing. But you can clearly see they can't protect you. You getting hit you getting hit left and right. Iran over there letting them go, man. 360. This missiles flying north, south, east, and west, man. They circling that shit, man. So I didn't want to keep the lesson long, man. I just seen this. That pride goes before destruction. And that's the reason why. And we have to remain humble, stay humble. But the Lord will break your ass down, man. He will break you down. Always pray that the Lord will keep you humble, because only He can keep you humble. He can give you a prideful spirit and take your ass down. And that's exactly what's happening to Babylon the Great here, man, on modern day Egypt. And they've been making those videos and, the little cartoon videos, some Lego videos of Esau getting his ass blown in smithereens. But this dude is over there scared as shit, because a pistol ain't gonna help you. Them dudes, they dealing with more than pistols over there. They show up with them rifles with them clips and them long ass banana clips in them. That pistol ain't gonna do nothing for you. And then, of course, by the time you get your beacon out and they find out where you are, they got to come off in there and they're subject to getting their asses smoked. Because how are they going to extract you? How are they going to get you out of there? They're not just going to come in like, you know what I'm saying, and they just driving a damn car through the desert like it's a fucking Uber and pick you up. Nah, man, they going to have to fly some helicopters in there, fly something in there. They're going to have to do something. Fly some more jets over that bitch that might get shot down too. So you Edomites, man, y'all not looking, good right now, man. You stay at war. Here you go. It's your 250th anniversary, and you couldn't just chill and have a party. You back at war with the help of your Amalek, those fucking Israelis, man, spending all your damn money on that bullshit. Your American people suffering. Your whole damn country is caving. Everybody here obese as hell, sick as hell. You trying to raise the damn the military age to 42. Who the fuck, ain't nobody here really in shape at 42 in America? You done fucked them over with your food, your water. So everything that this man does, man, it backfires, man. The Lord, you're reaping what you sown, man. The Lord is not mocked. You reap destruction, you get destruction. It is what it is. You're not gonna get around that. All that up. Anyway, man, hey, continue to pray for the downfall of Esau, Edom's kingdom. With that, Shalom, Kum Yasha Allah, and a Bible ball.